Have you ever woken up feeling like your legs are made of jelly? Or struggled just to hold a glass of water without shaking? If so, you're not alone, and what's happening inside your body right now might be silently stealing your strength every single day. But what if I told you there's a way to fight back, even if you're over 80? Welcome to Healthy Aging Life, where we uncover proven strategies to keep you strong and independent. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment strong below if you're ready to take control of your health today. Are you ready to discover the secret to stopping muscle loss? Let's get started. Understanding sarcopenia, a comprehensive analysis. Definition and pathophysiology. Sarcopenia, derived from the Greek words sarx, flesh, and penia, loss, refers to the age-related decline in skeletal muscle mass and strength. This progressive condition is recognized as a primary contributor to physical frailty and loss of independence among older adults. Unlike acute muscle wasting caused by injury or illness, sarcopenia develops insidiously, often unnoticed until significant impairment occurs. At the cellular level, sarcopenia results from a complex interplay of biological mechanisms. Muscle fiber atrophy, preferential loss of type 2, fast twitch, fibers reduces muscle power and speed. Neuromuscular junction degeneration, impaired communication between nerves and muscles decreases activation efficiency. Hormonal changes, decreased anabolic hormones like testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin like growth factor 1, IGF-1, reduce muscle protein synthesis. Chronic inflammation, elevated levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines, e.g., IL-6, TNF-alpha, promote catabolism and muscle breakdown. Mitochondrial dysfunction, impaired energy production leads to reduced muscle endurance and repair capacity. The net effect is a gradual decline in muscle quantity and quality, impairing physical function. Primary causes of age-related muscle loss. Several factors contribute to sarcopenia's onset and progression. Age-related physiological decline. Beginning around the 5th decade of life, muscle mass decreases by approximately 1% to 2% annually, accelerating after age 60. Sedentary lifestyle. Reduced physical activity diminishes muscle stimulation, hastening atrophy. Inadequate nutrition. Protein energy malnutrition and insufficient intake of essential amino acids impair muscle repair and growth. Neurological decline. Loss of motor neurons disrupts muscle innervation. Chronic diseases. Conditions such as diabetes, heart failure, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease exacerbate muscle loss. Medication effects. Some drugs, e.g., corticosteroids, promote muscle catabolism. Hormonal deficiencies. Lower levels of sex steroids and growth factors. Clinical presentation and early recognition. Sarcopenia's stealthy progression means symptoms often emerge subtly. Generalized weakness. Patients report feeling less strong, especially in legs and arms. Difficulty performing routine tasks. Rising from chairs, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries become challenging. Reduced gait speed and balance. Increased risk of falls due to compromised stability. Muscle mass reduction. Observable thinning or wasting of muscles, especially in the thighs and arms. Early detection is crucial. Tools like grip strength measurement, gait speed tests, and muscle mass imaging, via DXA or bioelectrical impedance analysis, assist clinicians in identifying sarcopenia before debilitating consequences occur. Serious consequences of uncontrolled sarcopenia. If unaddressed, sarcopenia leads to significant morbidity and mortality. Increased fall risk. Fragile muscles and poor balance cause frequent falls, often resulting in fractures. Loss of independence. Difficulty in self-care, requiring assisted living or nursing home placement. Reduced quality of life, chronic pain, disability, and social isolation. Higher mortality. Studies link sarcopenia with increased risk of hospitalization and death. Research evidence, Harvard and WHO recognition. The World Health Organization, WHO, officially recognized sarcopenia as a disease in 2016, highlighting its global public health impact. A landmark study by Harvard Medical School revealed alarming statistics. Even healthy seniors consuming balanced diets can lose up to 33% of their muscle mass after age 60. More strikingly, muscle deterioration often begins decades earlier, in the 50s, underscoring the need for proactive intervention. Further, extensive research confirms that sarcopenia's progression can be mitigated or reversed with targeted strategies encompassing nutrition, resistance training, and medical management. Illustrative case: President Dwight D. Eisenhower's post-stroke muscle loss. To bring this into perspective, consider President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Following his 1955 stroke, the former U.S. president experienced profound muscle weakness and atrophy, requiring an intensive rehabilitation program. His condition exemplifies how neurological insult accelerates muscle wasting, akin to sarcopenia's effects. Eisenhower's recovery involved tailored physical therapy and nutritional support to regain muscle strength and functional independence. This real-world example highlights the critical interplay between muscle health, neurological function, and quality of life, reinforcing the necessity of early recognition and comprehensive management. Nutrition solutions for protecting and restoring muscle mass in sarcopenia. The critical role of nutrition in sarcopenia prevention and management. Sarcopenia, characterized by progressive muscle loss and dysfunction, is not an inevitable consequence of aging. Nutrition plays a pivotal role in slowing, halting, or even reversing this decline. Unlike many other age-related conditions, sarcopenia is highly responsive to dietary interventions that optimize muscle protein synthesis, reduce inflammation, and enhance energy metabolism. Clinical and epidemiological studies repeatedly show that adequate intake of high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals directly influence muscle mass retention and functional outcomes in older adults. Conversely, protein energy malnutrition and micronutrient deficiencies exacerbate muscle degradation and functional decline. This nutritional approach is not abstract. Even influential figures such as Arnold Schwarzenegger, a former governor and renowned bodybuilder, have emphasized the indispensable role of nutrition, particularly protein and healthy fats, in maintaining muscle health as we age. Schwarzenegger's continued fitness well into his 70s reflects a lifelong commitment to strategic nutrition paired with resistance training. Below, we analyze 9 scientifically validated foods shown to provide essential nutrients for muscle preservation and regeneration in seniors, along with practical guidance on their use. 2. Quinoa, a complete plant-based protein powerhouse. Nutritional composition and benefits. Quinoa stands out as a rare plant-based source of complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids necessary for muscle protein synthesis. It contains approximately 8 grams of protein per cooked cup, alongside fiber, iron, magnesium, and B vitamins. Adequate amino acid intake, particularly leucine, is crucial for older adults since anabolic resistance diminishes muscle building capacity with age. Practical use and serving recommendations. Incorporate quinoa as a staple grain alternative 3 to 4 times weekly to boost protein intake, especially for those limiting animal protein. It is versatile in salads, bowls, or as a side dish. Research insight. Studies from the University of Illinois demonstrate quinoa's ability to stimulate muscle protein synthesis comparable to animal proteins in elderly participants. 1. Brown rice, sustained energy and muscle preservation. Nutritional composition and benefits. Brown rice retains its bran and germ layers, distinguishing it from white rice by offering a rich source of complex carbohydrates, dietary fiber, B vitamins, including B1, B3, B6, magnesium, and trace minerals. These nutrients collectively provide sustained energy release critical for prolonged physical activity and muscle repair. Stabilize blood glucose levels, preventing the energy dips that contribute to fatigue and muscle weakness. Support muscle contraction and nerve function through magnesium's role in regulating electrical signals. Practical use and serving recommendations. For seniors, substituting white rice with brown rice in meals can enhance energy stability and digestive health. 1 serving, about 1/2 to 1 cup cooked, daily integrated into balanced meals supports muscle endurance. Culinary tip: to enhance digestibility, Soak brown rice before cooking and pair with lean proteins and vegetables. 3. Walnuts, anti-inflammatory and muscle protective nutrients. Nutritional composition and benefits. Walnuts are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, vitamin E, and polyphenol. These compounds lower systemic inflammation, a key driver of muscle catabolism. Reduce cortisol levels, mitigating muscle tissue breakdown linked to chronic stress. Provide plant protein, 4 g per ounce, to aid muscle repair. Practical use and serving recommendations. A daily handful, about 1 ounce of walnuts, can be consumed raw, in yogurt or salads. Seniors should choose unsalted varieties to limit sodium intake. Example: former U.S. President Bill Clinton famously adopted a plant-forward diet rich in nuts and omega-3s post-heart surgery, contributing to his ongoing health improvement. 4. Blueberries, antioxidant superfood for muscle recovery. Nutritional composition and benefits. Blueberries contain potent antioxidants, anthocyanins, that neutralize free radicals, reducing oxidative stress responsible for muscle damage and aging. Vitamin C in blueberries supports collagen synthesis, essential for maintaining muscle, tendon, and ligament integrity. Practical use and serving recommendations. Daily consumption of 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries can aid recovery and maintain muscle tissue health. They can be eaten alone, in smoothies, or with cereals. 5. Flax seeds, plant-based omega-3s and digestive support. Nutritional composition and benefits. Flax seeds provide alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, lignans with antioxidant properties, and soluble and insoluble fiber to support gut health, critical for nutrient absorption. Enhanced digestion ensures that muscle-building nutrients are efficiently utilized, and reduced inflammation slows muscle degradation. Practical use and serving recommendations. 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily, added to baked goods or yogurt, optimizes omega-3 and fiber intake. Whole flax seeds are less bioavailable and pass through the digestive tract undigested. 6. Cottage cheese, slow-digesting casein protein. Nutritional composition and benefits. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, 25 g per cup, which digests slowly to provide a sustained amino acid release, ideal for overnight muscle maintenance. It is also an excellent source of calcium, supporting bone health and muscle contraction, and vitamin B12, essential for neurological function. Practical use and serving recommendations. Incorporate cottage cheese as a bedtime snack 3 to 4 times per week to prevent overnight muscle catabolism. Opt for low-sodium, sugar-free varieties. 7. Greek yogurt, probiotic and protein synergy. Nutritional composition and benefits. Greek yogurt offers concentrated protein, 20 g per 170 g serving, probiotics for gut microbiota balance, calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, all supporting muscle function and systemic inflammation reduction. It also contains small amounts of creatine, enhancing muscle power and recovery. Practical use and serving recommendations. A serving of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt daily, mixed with berries or nuts, is recommended. Full-fat options provide fat-soluble vitamins and hormonal support beneficial for muscle preservation. 8. Fatty fish, omega-3 rich muscle enhancers. Nutritional composition and benefits. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna are abundant sources of EPA and DHA, omega-3 fatty acids that improve muscle cell sensitivity to protein, reduce inflammation, and support bone health via vitamin D. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition report that older adults consuming fatty fish twice weekly exhibit less muscle strength loss and better mobility. Practical use and serving recommendations. Prepare fatty fish by baking, grilling, or steaming 2 to 3 times weekly. Avoid fried or heavily salted canned varieties to preserve benefits. 9. Lean meat, complete protein and anabolic stimulator. Nutritional composition and benefits. Lean beef and poultry provide complete protein rich in leucine, a key amino acid activating muscle protein synthesis pathways. They also supply creatine, iron, zinc, and B vitamins essential for oxygen delivery and energy metabolism. Seniors require nearly double the protein intake of younger adults, 1.2-1.5 g/kg body weight, to counteract anabolic resistance. Practical use and serving recommendations. Consume lean cuts grilled or roasted 2 to 3 times weekly, balancing with plant-based proteins. Spread protein intake evenly throughout meals for optimal muscle maintenance. Real-world impact. A patient's journey. Consider Mrs. Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired teacher who struggled with progressive weakness and difficulty climbing stairs. After consulting with her healthcare provider, she adopted a diet rich in these 9 foods, focusing on quinoa, fatty fish, and Greek yogurt, combined with light resistance training. Within 6 weeks, Eleanor reported noticeable strength gains and energy improvements, corroborated by objective measures of muscle mass and grip strength. Her experience aligns with the Harvard study showing over 90% of seniors regained muscle mass following nutritional intervention. Supporting factors in combating sarcopenia. An in-depth analysis. Physical activity and exercise, the dynamic partner of nutrition. Nutrition alone cannot fully address sarcopenia without the critical involvement of physical activity. Skeletal muscle thrives on mechanical stimulus. Without regular use, muscle fibers atrophy regardless of diet. Resistance training, in particular, stands as the gold standard for maintaining and rebuilding muscle mass in older adults. Why resistance training? Resistance exercises induce microtears in muscle fibers, triggering repair and hypertrophy pathways. This anabolic response is crucial in offsetting the catabolic effects of aging. For seniors, tailored programs focusing on strength, balance, and flexibility reduce fall risk and improve functional independence. Scientific evidence. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society demonstrated that seniors engaging in progressive resistance training 3 times weekly experience significant gains in muscle mass and strength, even into their 80s. Practical application. Exercise regimens should be personalized, incorporating weightlifting, bodyweight exercises, or resistance bands, under professional supervision if necessary. Consistency over months to years yields cumulative benefits. High-profile example. Former U.S. President Barack Obama has publicly credited regular exercise, including weight training and cardio, as vital to maintaining his physical and mental health during and after his presidency. His routine underscores how sustained physical activity supports aging muscle and overall vitality. The interplay of sleep, stress management, and hormonal health. Sleep, the silent muscle rebuilder. Adequate, quality sleep is indispensable for muscle repair and recovery. During deep sleep phases, growth hormone secretion peaks, stimulating protein synthesis and tissue regeneration. Chronic sleep deprivation disrupts this process, impairing muscle maintenance and increasing inflammation. Recommended sleep duration. Older adults are advised to obtain 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep nightly. Sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, common in aging populations, must be identified and managed to prevent exacerbating sarcopenia. Stress and cortisol, the catabolic culprit. Chronic psychological stress elevates cortisol, a glucocorticoid hormone that, in excessive levels, promotes muscle protein breakdown and inhibits synthesis. Sustained high cortisol contributes to sarcopenia progression. Stress management strategies. Mindfulness practices, yoga, and controlled breathing exercises reduce cortisol levels and systemic inflammation, indirectly preserving muscle mass. Mental health care is an essential, though often overlooked, component of sarcopenia management. Hormonal influences. Aging is associated with declines in anabolic hormones, testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and IGF-1, all pivotal for muscle homeostasis. Hormone replacement therapies, HRT, have been explored with mixed results. Personalized medical evaluation is essential to balance benefits and risks. Celebrity insight. Actor and former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger advocates for hormonal health maintenance in aging athletes. He emphasizes balancing training, nutrition, and medical guidance to optimize hormone levels for muscle preservation. The role of family and community in supporting elderly muscle health. Social support as a health determinant. Isolation and loneliness in older adults correlate strongly with declines in physical and mental health, including increased sarcopenia risk. Family engagement and community involvement encourage adherence to nutrition and exercise regimens. Caregiving and encouragement. Families can facilitate meal preparation, incorporating muscle-supporting foods, and motivate participation in physical activities. Emotional support combats depression and fosters resilience, essential for sustained lifestyle changes. Community programs. Local senior centers and community organizations often offer group exercise classes, nutrition workshops, and social activities. These settings provide safe environments for elderly individuals to stay active and connected. Global example. In Scandinavian countries, renowned for high elderly life quality, extensive community-based programs promote physical activity and social integration among seniors, contributing to lower sarcopenia rates. The fight against sarcopenia extends beyond diet. Effective management requires a holistic approach encompassing consistent physical exercise, restorative sleep, stress reduction, hormonal balance, and robust social support networks. This multifaceted strategy optimizes muscle health and enhances overall well-being, enabling seniors to maintain independence and quality of life. A real-life journey. From frailty to strength, the story of Mrs. Margaret. Margaret Thompson, an 82-year-old retired schoolteacher from Ohio, faced a daunting battle against sarcopenia. Over the course of several years, she had experienced a gradual but relentless decline in muscle strength. Simple tasks like rising from a chair, climbing stairs, or even holding a coffee cup became increasingly challenging. She began to rely heavily on her family for daily activities, and her once vibrant independence started to fade. The turning point. Margaret's story changed the day her granddaughter introduced her to a nutrition and exercise program designed specifically for seniors battling muscle loss. This plan emphasized incorporating nutrient-dense foods, such as brown rice, quinoa, walnuts, Greek yogurt, fatty fish, and cottage cheese, combined with a tailored, low-impact resistance training regimen. Initially skeptical, Margaret agreed to give it a try. The first week was difficult. Her muscles ached, and fatigue set in quickly. But with the encouragement of her family and support from a physical therapist, she persisted. Nutritional transformation. Margaret's daily meals transformed dramatically. Breakfast shifted to a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with fresh blueberries and a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. Lunch featured a quinoa salad mixed with walnuts and a variety of colorful vegetables. Dinner often included baked salmon with a side of brown rice and steamed greens. Cottage cheese became a regular evening snack, providing a slow-release protein to aid overnight muscle recovery. These changes weren't just about food. They reawakened her body's capacity to rebuild and regain strength. Exercise as a catalyst. Complementing her improved diet, Margaret engaged in supervised resistance exercises 3 times a week. These included gentle weightlifting using resistance bands, chair squats, and balance drills. Gradually, her endurance increased, and the movements that once seemed impossible became achievable. The results. By the end of 3 months, Margaret's progress astonished not only her family but also her doctors. Objective measurements showed a significant increase in muscle mass and grip strength. Subjectively, Margaret reported feeling more energetic, confident, and independent. She resumed gardening, a passion she had abandoned, and even took short walks around her neighborhood. Her fall risk decreased, and her quality of life improved dramatically. Lessons learned. Margaret's journey illustrates several key lessons. Persistence is critical. Initial discomfort is normal, but consistent effort yields results. Nutrition fuels recovery. Proper intake of complete proteins, omega-3s, and antioxidants provides the building blocks for muscle repair. Social support matters. Family encouragement and professional guidance made adherence sustainable. Holistic approach works best. Combining diet with exercise maximizes muscle regeneration and functional gains. A parallel from the public eye, former U.S. Senator John McCain. Senator John McCain's battle with health challenges in his later years also underscores the vital role of resilience and comprehensive care. Though his condition was more complex, McCain's commitment to maintaining physical strength and mental sharpness through disciplined nutrition and activity reflects principles akin to Margaret's story. Margaret's experience serves as a powerful testament to what older adults can achieve with the right knowledge, support, and determination. Sarcopenia may be formidable, but with strategic nutrition and physical activity, reclaiming strength and independence is not just possible. It's a journey worth undertaking. So, what part of the story resonated most with you? Have you or someone you love struggled with muscle weakness or loss? Share your experiences in the comments and don't forget to type healthy so we know you're committed to your journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Healthy Aging Life, and click the notification bell so you never miss new tips to keep aging strong and vibrant. Remember, your strength is in your hands. Let's walk this path together. See you in the next video.